Hello, my name is Alvin Plexico, and I will serve as your tour guide along this journey of learning for the next few weeks. Now you notice I use the term tour guide, not professor or instructor or lecturer. Those certainly have their role, but one thing I've learned is that the online environment lends itself to more guidance as the learner reads and then writes information related to the course. Alison King in 1993 described a sage on the stage versus a guide along the side. Again, both of those have their role. I just believe that in the online environment, a guide is much more helpful to the student who's trying to learn what he or she needs to know as they go through the class. I've been learning and teaching in the online environment since 2007. And during that time, I've picked up some secrets to success that I would like to share with you. Number one, stay ahead and complete all assignments on time. In this compressed week, or the compressed number of weeks that we have, it's very, very difficult, if not impossible, to get caught up if you fall behind. So please ensure from day one that you stay ahead throughout the course. Number two, read all assignments very carefully and make sure that you meet all the objectives for each of those assignments. In order for you to complete the course, there are some specific requirements that we feel that you need to know and to have accomplished in order to gain the knowledge that will help you throughout your academic journey. And so it's very important that you complete each of those assignments and each of the objectives within the assignments. That includes the discussion board as well as the projects that you'll be doing every week. Number three, include support from authoritative academic sources. A lot of what you'll be doing at this level of learning is synthesizing your own observations, your suggestions, recommendations, all those things that you already know based upon your experiences, and compare those with the observations and the learning that is provided through other peer-reviewed academic sources. So make sure that you include a quote or a paraphrase inside of your discussion post. You may also want to do the same thing when you respond to your peers, and then you'll certainly want to do that for each of your projects. And finally, make sure that you participate frequently throughout the week in the discussion board. If this were an on-ground class, we would get to discuss items of interest throughout the course. We do that as well in the online environment. It's just that sharing of information takes place in the discussion board. So it's very important that you participate actively throughout the week in every discussion board post. So those are some secrets to success that I hope you'll find useful as we learn together in the online environment. I'd also like to share some expectations that you should have of me. Number one, I will provide weekly guidance every week. That guidance will come in the form of a video like this, or perhaps in writing. It just depends upon the content material and the method of communication that I believe will best serve you and your interests throughout that learning week. Number two, I will answer every question within 48 hours. This includes those questions that are posted in the classroom, as well as questions that you may have emailed to me. Now, when I say 48 hours, that's the absolute maximum. Normally, I answer questions within 24 hours or usually on the same day. I share that with you because if you have not received an answer from me within a day, feel free to reach out on my personal email or even my personal cell phone, which I will provide in the online classroom. Now, all official correspondence will of course take place in the classroom or using the Purdue email address, but it's perfectly acceptable for you to just send me a quick note and let me know that there's a question pending inside the classroom or that you sent a question using the Purdue email. Number three, I will provide your discussion grades no later than 3 days after those discussion posts are due. So for example, in this class, if the week ends on a Sunday night, then you'll have your grades no later than Wednesday. I usually get those done a day early, so don't be surprised if you see them on Tuesday, but certainly no later than Wednesday of every week you'll have your discussion grades. I will also provide assignment grades along with feedback no later than 6 days into the next week after it is due. Again, using a Sunday night deadline as an example, you'll have feedback and assignment grades no later than Saturday. I typically try to get those done on Friday, one day early, but certainly no later than Saturday. And then your final grades will be posted no later than 6 days after the course ends. So those are some secrets to success, some expectations that you will have of me. Well, that's it for now. I am looking forward to a great time of learning, and I wish you all the best throughout this time.